Hello, YouTube. All right, you all. It's me, Empire333. So today we're gonna do a collective reading. Okay. Spirits, hold on, let me turn this music down. It's probably really loud. I hope you're all doing well today. So Spirit really wanted me to talk about a lot of you ending cycles and beginning new ones, but specifically there's certain things that Spirit wants you to know, because a lot of you feel confused at this time about what steps to take and how to um encompass the new you in your life, like how to welcome that into your life, because some of you have ended relationships, you've let people go. um Hi, Stephen, welcome. And this is about, it's not only about relationship, guys, it's the relationship you have with yourself. Okay. So some of you have been going through experiences where it's like you were in a cycle, maybe you were in a connection, or even it has to do with work, career, also, I'm getting for a lot of you. So it's kind of like you're coming to a point in your life. Okay. This could be past, present, future for whoever's watching. This is timeless tarot, right? And this is about you coming to the point of realization that whatever path you're on is not working for you. Okay. So a lot of you are coming out of that. Okay, well, I can just keep on doing this. I can just keep on juggling this life. Okay. This popped out while I was pre-shuffling. So there's a lot of changes you're going through. We're going to get some spiritual advice about the changes and the new lifestyle that you're incorporating. Okay. And yeah, we'll get the advice, and then we'll also see what else Spirit has to say and what's coming in for you. Okay. So there was definitely neglect, okay, in a past situation, okay? Apply this for love, romance, apply this for the workplace, apply this for whatever, okay? Whatever you're going through. This could even be family. Like some of you all have been neglected by your family, or maybe you're not appreciated in your family, is what I'm getting, okay? And because of that, you go through life, you go through other relationships where you sell yourself short, okay? Where you always feel like left out. Like, how come nobody tells me anything? How come I always feel like I'm doing more than other people, okay? And this right here is Spirit building up your confidence, okay? Because some of you, when I say you all, for those of you who don't know me, I mean everybody, okay? But I'm just channeling through Spirit here, so they say you, okay? All right, but this is about you building up the confidence and the strength to create what you want, okay? And what you want is, this is the 1111 card, okay? This is the Four of Wands. This is stability. This is happiness. This is union, okay? Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody else. It can be. This could be like a loving romantic relationship with someone else, but this is also, to me, this is an abundant haven, okay? This is like what everybody strives for, and it doesn't have to look like this, okay, for you. But some of you, you've been playing it safe for way too long, okay? So Spirit is asking you to get out of your comfort zone, and they're asking you to not be stuck in a situation where you're always looking down, okay? Like, have you caught yourself looking down and just like, oh man, like just being down on life? I'm seeing somebody like that, okay? Just staring at the floor, for example, or staring at the ceiling and just not knowing what to do next, okay? So I feel like a lot of you are going through a period in your life where you're just like, okay, what do I do next? Like, let me know. Um, and also, I feel like there's people that are listening that their ego is kind of retracting back things that they said that really rang in your ear, okay? So some of you might even get ear ringing, okay? If you're getting ear ringing, that is downloads, you all. That's spiritual downloads. So pay attention to your thoughts when you're getting the ear ringing, okay? This could come in the form of like what they call tinnitus, okay? I'm not a doctor. The disclaimer is down below, just saying, okay? Those are signs of downloads you're getting because spirit wants, they're implanting thoughts in your mind at this time to get you on track with your new life, okay? The new you, okay? And this also has to do with the relationship that you have with yourself, okay? So are you kind to yourself? Do you give yourself love, okay? Um this was interesting because I always give myself love. Even if I forget about it, I tell myself once a week I'm going to go do something just for myself, nobody else, nothing else, just for myself. And I gift myself, okay? And I was telling that to a store owner I went to yesterday, okay? I was buying something for myself. I was like, okay, you know what? I deserve it. And so I I was telling the store owner, and she thought I was buying it for someone else. I said, "No, not today. I'm not getting anything for anybody else today. It's all for me, okay?" And she's like, "That's great. You're gifting yourself." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what should happen. We shouldn't wait for other people to gift us stuff, right? We should do it for ourselves." And so I feel like a lot of you have been really hard on yourself, okay, for not, maybe not learning the lesson in time. Maybe you think to yourself, like, oh man, I was in a relationship or a connection or a situationship, call it what you will, for like 4 years, 3 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, whatever. And like, why did it take me so long to learn the lesson, right? The karmic lessons that I had to learn. Some of you need to forgive yourself, okay? Before anybody else, you need to forgive yourself, okay? I'm not saying don't forgive anybody else. Forgiveness is a great thing, you all. We learn a lot through forgiveness, okay? So let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yep. So some of you are disappointed, okay, that, this is interesting. I just heard you're disappointed at what you didn't say in a connection, okay? Or maybe you still didn't get clarity in a connection that you were in, okay? And you thought this was going to lead to some kind of commitment or marriage, okay? But it didn't. And things just fell through the cracks. There was some sort of injustice. You think things are not fair. But this has a lot to do with you, okay? Being straightforward, being the Queen of Swords energy. It doesn't matter what gender you are, okay? Because listen, you all, we all do this. We get into connections and we just think, okay, let me just go with the flow. Let me just get to know this person. And then bam, it's like you might fall in love. Bam, like I'm used to this person. They're my comfort zone. Bam, I'm, you know, whatever it is, I'm so attached to this person, right? And you don't communicate what it is that you really want, what your intentions are of of a connection, right? And some of you just settle for less, okay? And then you notice the person starts holding back from you, okay? And that means that they're not a willing partner, okay? So listen, guys, this is compromise. You know what this is telling me? This card is that you're compromising yourself being in that connection, okay? You're compromising, you're overly compromising, right? But the person that you've been with, this can be in any partnership, you all, okay? It doesn't have to be romantic love. You're like you're holding back. And then you're just like, okay, well, if this is not going to commitment, okay, even though I'm so attached to this person, look at the lovers card right there. Like, oh, this person is amazing or whatever. Um, you're doing the compromising because if you're with somebody for a very long time, there's nothing moving forward. You are compromising yourself. You're compromising your truth. Look at the truth sword she's holding up. She's like, nobody mess with me. I'll cut you out. Okay. The Queen of Swords is like that from the get-go. Okay. So whether it's queen, king, whatever you are, um, this is about you compromising your morals, you're compromising your truths, and you're settling for a connection that is surface. Okay. That is really surface. And some of you might say, okay, Spirit's correcting you here. Some of you might say, well, no, there was love. Like, okay, great. We know that there was love. What kind of love was it? Because there's so many different kinds of love. There's so many levels of love. Okay. But if you're always waiting, you're waiting around, you're waiting, okay, one day this is going to change and everything is going to turn around, you know? Did you guys see that? That was like a matrix move. Um this is about you because this is about you taking on the heaviness of the connection. This is about you being weighed down and the connection being a burden, the situation, whatever it is, okay? Being a burden. So now you're at this point where you're like, I can't do this anymore, right? If you are more inclined to forgive others. That is true, Stephen. Yes, great point. If you forgive yourself, you are more inclined to forgive others. That is very true. Are you in love with who you think they are? So it depends on the person because some people are just in love with the idea of love, okay? And they try to make some people fit like their narrative of what they find lovely, you know? And so it depends on the person because, you know, there's so many different love languages, okay? But usually what I'm seeing is that everybody wants love, right? And you have this idea of that loving person inside your mind. And that's probably coming through you. But you start seeing it in the other person from a beginning of the relationship and you think, okay, this has potential to get there. And what happens is like you get stuck in a long-term connection, okay, whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't take off, okay? It doesn't take off. You constantly feel like you're waiting for that moment, and that moment is not going to come, okay? I'm sorry, you guys. It's not going to come. Do not hold on to potentials in a relationship, okay? Do not hold on to potentials. People usually in connections, okay? I know this is going to sound negative, but it's not meant in this way. This is just realistic, tough love truth, right? If you meet someone, okay, you get to know them. They are like what you see, right? What you see is what you get, kind of thing, right? There's nothing beyond that that is better, okay? So if you're seeing someone and that person is not exactly what you want or not even close to what you want as a person, not as you, how you feel about them, take yourself out of the equation. If you look at that person, what are their qualities? What are their behaviors? What are their beliefs? What are their morals? What are their intentions? How do they treat you? Um When we realize this, okay, if you look at person at face value and you don't look at somebody with potentials, that's when you get what you want, okay? Because you can't expect someone to get better after time, okay? Usually what happens is people get worse, okay? I'm sorry to say it doesn't happen like you meet somebody and I mean, it would be great, right? If people just got better and better, right? That is very rare is what spirit's saying. Very rare. Don't even count on it. Less than 1% of the population, okay? And that sometimes happens, this is what they want to bring up. Like that sometimes happens when, which is very rare. I don't even want to get into that, but I'll just say it for a minute what they're saying. They're saying that like that happens in like arranged, not just like arranged marriages. That's because you expect the worst, and you might get surprised that this person is better than whatever. Or it can happen like this is very rare too. Like let's say two people get together and you get pregnant and then it's like you're like, "Oh no, like I'm pregnant and whatever," and you have a child with that person. Okay, obviously most of the time it gets worse, right? In those kind of connections, but it might get better just because you're not expecting much, right? So it's like your belief pattern is what makes you settle, and your belief pattern is what makes you not settle. Okay, if that makes sense. Yeah, you need somebody with good manners. Mm-mm. You need somebody for good manners. So, guys, this is about, we got a King of Wands energy, right? So this is what they're saying also. So if you've been with somebody or in a situation for a long time and the passion has faded, okay? So it's like very stale. It's not going anywhere. It's stale, whatever. That is like a red flag. I don't think people really talk about that. But if the passion is faded, okay? And I don't mean to say this in just intimacy wise, like physical intimacy, but just like the passion. Like, do you still look forward to seeing that person? Do you ever get butterflies in your stomach? Okay. So if you want like a high vibrational love, like you're still going to have that, not every day, but you're still going to have that. And Spirit's saying here is like, some of you are really realizing how much you've settled for a connection, and people think that, it's only about marriage, how people settle. No, people settle in connections that you can't even label, right? Like friends with benefits or, whatever the labels are, or complicated and all that stuff, like, oh, we don't even know what we are to each other. People settle for that for like years, okay? So it's not just marriage that people settle in, okay? Look at that. It's kind of like, okay, you took a lot of my time, okay? You've been a big part of my history, but you're not a part of my future. So a lot of you are really ending things with people who felt so close to you, like family, um and it has a lot to do with self-love, you all, okay? So I'm gonna get into, let me see what else Spirit wants me to say or do. Okay. Yeah. See, we got the crown chakra, okay? So the crown chakra has to do with what goes through your mind space, right? What are your belief systems? What are your morals? What are the thoughts and beliefs you have about yourself? Okay. So that needs to be the focus. Before you enter any connection, you all, whether it be romantic or, um, you know what I just heard? Bottom feeder. Okay. I know that that's a really strong word, but you guys, if you don't have your own ideas in your mind or belief systems of what you want, what the truth is about you, and what you want. When I say the truth about you, I mean who you are, right? You tend to go into connections. And when you don't have self confidence, obviously, when your confidence levels are low, you go into a connection and you expect the best, okay? But then you settle for something that is like something that sucks. Let's just put it that way, okay? This is about you shifting, okay? So you're shifting the way you think about yourself and what you deserve, okay? This is the crown chakra. This is your mind. It's like you're consciously thinking of what you want, what you deserve, what you think you deserve. Have you ever questioned yourself? Do I deserve a relationship? Do I deserve love? Do I deserve somebody loving me? Do I deserve somebody who's constantly in my life? Do I deserve consistency? Do I deserve a commitment? Okay, so this is the new you all. You're shifting. That's why a lot of you are confused. You're like feeling one way, you're feeling like another. And another thing I want to say that I'm picking up on is that some of you have made someone make you think that you don't want to be married or you don't want to like a traditional, whatever the traditional relationship means to you, marriage. Okay. Somebody has convinced you of that, but that's not your truth. Okay. Your truth is what you want, what you desire. What does your heart want? Because the heart and the mind are not aligned. Okay. And that has to do with someone's manipulation. But I'll tell you this much. When you are not confident, when you have issues with self-esteem, what happens is that people can manipulate you easier. So they can implant ideas in your mind. This is not done magically, you all, okay? It's called, it's manipulation. They'll make you think you don't want that thing to serve them, okay? Because it serves them. So if you were in a connection and somebody told you, okay, this happens to women a lot. Hmm. This happens to women a lot, okay? They find themselves in a cycle where it's like you think, okay, or take it whatever way it is. Or this could be similar for a man, it's more like the friend zone, okay? Like let's say, yeah, we can look at it that way. That makes sense, okay? So it's like two people, like maybe you just said, "Oh, let's just take it slow. We'll go with the flow, whatever." It's like, no, you're not being true to yourself. If you want marriage, you want marriage. If you want a partnership that's long term, that's what you want. Don't get into something and sell yourself short because somebody else, it looks like, oh, somebody else doesn't want it, you know? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because then that just becomes an attachment. This is the devil energy, okay? And it keeps you stuck with the hangman energy. Thank you for everybody for liking. I appreciate it. I know the algorithms are acting a little shady lately and not putting a lot of the videos out to the public. But Spirit's saying here you have to have healthy boundaries, okay? Because your healthy boundaries are not going to help make you stay stuck in cycles you don't want to stay in. Okay. So I'm going to see now what is coming in for you all. Okay. Spirit. All right. Let's get another deck here. What's coming in for my people? Spirit. Somebody here is going to be pregnant by the end of the year. Okay. Whoever's watching now or later, you're going to be pregnant. If you don't want to be pregnant, please protect yourself. Okay. So a lot of you are coming out of feeling lonely, feeling neglected. Okay. And this has a lot to do with you hiding pieces of yourself. Okay. So it's like this is the high priestess. I'm seeing this as the soul self or higher self, call it whatever you want. So a lot of you are, that part of you is coming out. Okay. And it's coming out real strong. And that part of you is like, you know how you feel powerless, you all, like in a situation or just in your life, you feel powerless. You don't feel like you're in control. Well, your soul is coming to the forefront, okay? And some of you are going to be so surprised of how powerful you are. I feel like some of you are going to really tell off people in your lives that it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be anything. Coworkers, family, friends, whoever it is, right? You're going to make the decision to put you first, okay? And a lot of people are going to be surprised by that, okay? And let's see what comes out in return. I mean, what comes from this? What's coming in? Okay. Yeah. Bottom. You're leaving disappointments behind, okay? You're closing a major cycle in your life, okay? Some of you also you're shifting careers, you're learning new things, you're learning like something on the job training, something like that, or yeah, like I said, you're shifting jobs, okay? But you're closing out a major cycle and there's new beginnings for you, okay? Look at this. 10 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. There are new people entering your life, okay? After you close out the cycle, you all, that just caused you disappointment, you know, and you just said, I think a lot of you are going to wake up one day and be like, you know what? Enough is enough. I am fighting for no reason. I'm fighting for someone, or I'm fighting for this job, or I'm fighting for, I don't even know what I'm fighting for anymore, okay? Some of you feel like it's a loss, but actually it's not a loss because you didn't really know what you were fighting for. Or you were fighting for an illusion, okay? And now that your mind space is clearing up of that, and you've come into a new form of thinking, okay? So 10 of Cups is long term, okay? This is a long term. This is working and building with someone. So that's definitely coming in for you. This is a new person, everybody. This is not an old person. I mean, not, I don't mean old, but um wow, okay. I just got this person uses good shampoo. Okay, spirit. They have a good smelling shampoo or hair care. Okay. But this is someone who is this is definitely soulmate energy, but this is somebody who brings that happiness out of you, who brings out your inner child. Excuse me, guys. This is someone who makes you feel young again. This is someone who you feel safe with, okay? And it could feel like you're like, you know what I just heard? You know that song by Katy Perry, Teenage Dream? Okay. So it's like someone who makes you feel like young, like it's lighthearted energy. It's not heavy like the past. Okay. And a lot of you will be changing the way you look because it's like the way your soul is expressing yourself, it is so different. Okay. New beginnings, Empress energy, and the star. So some of you will be in the limelight with your new job, okay? Or you'll be like dealing with a lot of people, okay, in the public, okay? And I'm also seeing that for those of you who you're like around minimum wage wherever it is in your state, I feel like a lot of you will be making over like you'll be getting pay increases. Promotions is what spirit is saying, okay? Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Six of Cups. So I feel like a lot of you, what spirit is saying here is heal your feminine energy. Your feminine energy, okay, needs healing. You have to go into your creative nature and bring out what you want to create, okay? And this doesn't have to do with like action so much. It has to do with the way of being, okay? So some of you, ooh, look at that when I said creative, like divine feminine. This is creative spark, okay? This is about you realizing what you really want, what your passions are. These are your passions reviving. Thank you, Spirit, because for those of you who have been in situations for a long time, there was no passion, okay? There's definitely a celebration coming. Oh my God. What is this? Listen, you guys. So, Three of Cups, there is a reason to celebrate, okay? And this has to do with you manifesting this new love, okay? This to me is love. So, this is, remember what I said with the Four of Wands in the beginning? So this is you manifesting that, okay? New love. But for a lot of you, first, you have to get out of your comfort zone. So I don't know what your comfort zone is. Each person knows that. Some of you are hiding. I don't know where you're hiding or who you're hiding from. Maybe you don't like the way you look, okay? So work on that. Some of you could have issues with body image. So mirror work really works with that. And also subliminals, they're here on YouTube. The other thing is exercise, right? Eating healthy. So one thing I wanted to say about that, I know some of you who, I know vegans are very strong with their convictions, but some of you, you need protein, okay? For lean body mass, you need protein, okay? I'm just letting you know. Take it how it is. And remember, I'm not a physician, but that's what I'm hearing, okay? Some of you think that if you don't eat meat, you're going to lose weight, but it's proven that protein, like lean protein, obviously, it produces lean body mass, okay? So this is about you cutting out anything that blocks your forward movement. You're going to be your intuition is going to be so on the mark, because this is the other thing I want to say, you all. When you move your body, when you exercise, okay, in any way, it doesn't have to be like, it could even be yoga, right? Your intuition, okay, you feel lighter, and also your intuition gets more clear to you, okay? So you're going to be in the state of, I'm cutting out anything that is keeping me stuck where I am. If you're in a situation, you're like, I don't like the situation, I don't like the way it smells, I don't like the way it feels, I don't like the way I feel right now. Ask yourself, don't complain, ask yourself, what can I do? Ask spirit, how can I get out of this? Or how can I make this right? Okay. Usually the answer is going to be cut it out. You're going to be so, listen, you're going to come into a form where you're like, nobody wastes my time. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Don't care how hot you are. I don't care. Like, okay. I just heard somebody say you have great hair. Okay. Whoever you think it has great hair. Believe it or not, that's really important for some people, having great hair. Okay. But you're going to take your life by the reins. Okay. This is the emperor right here. And, wow. Yeah. And that's when you're going to feel everything is fair in your life. If you feel like nothing is fair, if you feel like, you know what, the universe gave me some sucky ass cards, right? You're going to feel like everything is justified. Everything in your life was justified. And you learned all the lessons you were supposed to learn. Okay. Yeah. You know that saying, whatever doesn't, unlive you. I can't even say that word. I think makes you stronger. This is that moment. Okay. So I'm going to see what else is coming in for you. What else you need to know? Some of you feel a very close connection to Egypt or Egyptian deities. And it's because your ancestors are from there, but you might not know that. Okay. So for those of you who maybe don't have like a, what is that called? Like ancestry test or whatever. Maybe that's why. Okay. Oh, and Spirit's saying also it's very important how you communicate with yourself. Okay. How do you see yourself? Are you very hard on yourself? They keep saying some of you are really hard on yourselves. Okay. Luck is on your side. So a stream of luck is coming in, you all. And I think this is because some of you will, you know what I said from the beginning? Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So a lot of you have to make adjustments. So it's kind of like, I think we all get like this. Like, we don't want to compromise, right? We don't want to, we don't want to bend stuff, right? And we're comfortable. But this has a lot to do with your fears. This has to do with like low self-esteem. There are things that are waiting for you, okay? And Spirit's saying it's like about you stepping out of your comfort zone. Expect powerful change. So once you do that, you're going to go full forward, okay? Um take time to breathe out. For those of you who have anxiety, this is what I'm seeing. A lot of you know you need to make changes, but you have anxiety about it, right? You're like, I don't know, how am I going to do this? And this is a big change for me and whatnot. But Spirit is saying here, like, you can have a resolution for everything. It's you have to believe in it. Yeah, see, believe in the impossible. This is you believing in yourself because Spirit believes in you. It's about time that you believed in yourself, right? To take that next move. Some of you actually, let me tell you something. Some of you, you're going to meet somebody, right? And you're going to be so terrified because you're going to look at this person and you're going to think, oh my God, like this person could be my person, right? And what I feel here is that, yeah, you're going to be like, you're going to feel discombobulated with this person because you're not going to do all the work that's necessary by the time this person gets here, right? By the time the person gets to you or here, whatever. And yeah, oh my God. So this is somebody that can love you the way you want to be loved, okay? And I feel like full moon in Libra, okay? This is somebody that is a potential, oh my God, romantic cycle begins. Look at this. We keep getting the Justice card, okay? So this is telling me this is like long-term contract, long-term partnership, possibility of it. What you do with it is like what you get, okay? So there are people coming in, new people into your life, but you have to feel like you're good enough or else you're going to mess it up, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. So get into the art of loving yourself, okay? It is an art that is learned. Nobody like is born loving themselves, okay? Okay, that doesn't happen. It's learned. If you all hear growling, that is my stomach. I am hungry. Yeah, okay. What you need to release. So there's definitely things you need to release to bring this connection in, okay? You guys, this is what I'm seeing. There's someone coming in for you that it's like you're going to be prosperous with them. If you were with someone and like nothing was going right for you, right? Like let's say you're in the same job, you're making the same money, you feel unlucky, like I don't know, there's a cloud over your head wherever you go. If you felt like that, you all, this person that is coming in is going to change that, but that has to do with your energy too, right? Your energy of receptiveness, okay? Because a lot of you are going through an energy shift. It's just that, you know what it feels like? Okay. Spirit's giving me an analogy. So you know how like they create products in like factories, right? They manufacture products in factories, and there's like a conveyor belt. So everything has to go like on time to make sure, like, let's just say it's donuts, right? I'm just going to say it's donuts, like amazing donuts, right? So they go on like a conveyor belt. Everything has to be poured. All the ingredients have to be everything and like on time, right? So everything can go smoothly, right? So Spirit's saying here, you know, we're creating a new product. Look at yourself as a new product, but it's not new. It's just that it's the real you coming out, right? The real you you've suppressed, the real you forgot about because everybody's telling you who you are and what you want and all this gunk, right? All the drama, chaos around, you know, that people bring into any type of connection, right? Um, your new product is waiting to come out and you're transitioning into making that new product, okay? But it's not new. It's the new you because the old you is like leaving you. And some of you are hanging on to the old you like, no, I'm used to this, I'm used to that, it's that kind of feeling, okay? That kind of energy. Whoa, when I said that, my crown just like was like crazy right there, okay? So some of you need to let go of the old you, okay? The old you served its purpose, okay? The new you needs to come out. And it's not new, it's just called new because you've been the old self for such a long time, right? So your new self is coming out. Your new self loves yourself. Your new self thinks you deserve everything, all the good stuff. You deserve abundance. You deserve that great relationship. You deserve the marriage. You deserve the children you're going to have or whatever, right? You deserve that car. You deserve that luxury car, right? You deserve that job. You deserve that title. So, yeah, that's the new you, okay? But it's not the new you, it's the real you. So the real you is coming out, and some of you are having trouble transitioning into her or him, okay? So this is about you reconciling, because this says reconciliation, okay? This is Shamiel. This is about you reconciling with your real self, okay? And what's happening here is that someone is coming with a lot of charisma towards you, okay? But you got to match that energy, right? If you're down and out and you don't have any charisma, that's because you've lost your passion for certain things or certain people in your life. You will revive that, okay? It doesn't just, go away and never come back. Bring it back is what Spirit is saying, okay? There's going to be somebody who is devoted to you because you know why? You're devoting yourself to the things that you want, the things that you desire, the things that fulfill you emotionally. So once you devote yourself, then you will have someone who is devoted to you, okay? That person will come into your life. I hope they come in after you realize all these things because Spirit always says, like, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, okay? That's true, Stephen. Your new you forgives the old you. Awesome. You're right on it. This is about you. We got Archangel Michael here. Protection and sovereignty. So some of you, this has a lot to do with your fears and you thinking that situations are going to control you. No. He's saying you control the situations. Okay. Nothing can control you if you don't allow it. Okay. See what I'm talking about? Beloved. Okay. Your beloved is coming, but you must accept this new you, okay, before they come in. You must be in the form. This is a dove right here. So what it's telling me, and a cute little monkey, but what it's telling me is that this is about you being in that peaceful state to attract that person into your life, okay? And this is jubilance, right? I feel like a lot of you with Metatron, you have not had fun for such a long time. You have not, you know how I got like that, like someone coming in and making you feel like you're old. You know what it feels like? You remember your old, that part of, I'm just gonna call it, I'm not gonna call it old or new. Remember that part of you that would have fun, like no matter what you're doing. Like you could go get like, I don't know, ice cream with a friend or, coffee, whatever it is, and you had so much fun. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're wearing, nothing. And it's just like being in the moment. I think the person that is coming in is going to bring that person out in you, but you must meet them somewhere halfway. Okay. Adventure. See what I'm saying? Adventure, Jophiel. Okay. And Raphael's here with harmony because this is about the two parts of yourself, the feminine and masculine, coming together in harmony. Okay. And see, we got the doves here again. Okay. And they want you to know that they are sympathizing with you. Okay. They are sympathizing with their situation. But it is time to move out of your comfort zone. Okay. They keep saying that. Okay. Put the effort in to come out. Look at this. 2 of Cups, you all. I'm telling you. This is somebody that's going to come in that is the emotions, the cups, the love is fulfilling. It is mutual, okay? It is balanced. What else can you tell us about the 2 of Cups? Is somebody eating El Pollo Loco? I don't know why I like just smelled that or something. I don't know if you know what that is, guys. We have El Pollo Loco here on the West Coast. It's like a Mexican chicken, like a, what is it, rotisserie chicken or something like that. Okay. So this is somebody who is coming in. Yeah, definitely soulmate energy. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Look what I said. What did I say? We got a true partner here, a King and a Queen of Cups. These are 2 people that are safe with loving each other. They're safe with expressing their emotions. They are safe. They feel safe, with being vulnerable. They wear sometimes, okay, not all the time, but it's like their emotions are on the surface. There's no point of holding back emotions. There's no point of manipulation. There's no point of hiding how they feel. Okay. This is love. This is 2 people giving love to one another and not being ashamed to do so or not holding back or, whatever. Okay. So definitely a new beginning is coming in. This is 6 of, this is not reconciliation with somebody you already know. Okay. This is not that. I'm not getting that, you all. This person, whoever they are going to, your whole life is going to change when this person comes in. Okay. Whoever they are, your whole life is going to change. That person that has been repressed inside of you is going to come out. Okay. See what I'm saying? It's because your soul is coming forth. Your soul, your higher self is coming forth. You're listening to the guidance of your soul. You're listening to your intuition, and your intuition is being guided. Look at this. What did I say? Your whole life is going to change. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The wheel is going to start turning in your favor. Why? Because you're loving yourself more. Why? Because you started to believe that you deserve better. Why? Because you're not settling for something you don't want. Why? Because you changed your mindset. Why? Because you changed your belief patterns. So a lot of you are releasing belief patterns. Also, what I'm getting here is that some of you have mommy issues. Okay. So your mom, or whoever play the role of mom in your life, you incorporated some of their weaknesses. Let's just put it that way. Their weaknesses, okay, or their bad qualities. I'm saying bad because they're not beneficial, okay, towards your relationship. So some of you have to really sit there and think about, okay, how was my mom? What did she do when this happened? Or how was she? Was she a pushover? Was she, excuse me, a people pleaser? And for some of you, I have to say, if it's not your mom, it could be your dad. And that has to do with if your mom was more masculine, then your dad was most likely more of a feminine, okay? Because that's just energies. So think of it that way, okay? I'm seeing people like that always want approval from others, okay? That could be one of the traits that they have, one of your parents had, okay? So yeah, you're definitely coming out into the world. You're shining. You have a glow up, and everything is moving forward for you, okay? Things that were taking forever, they're going to speed up like the speed of light. It's going to change. Your life is going to change drastically, okay? Major transition here with the death card, Scorpio energy, and the judgment. Okay. This is like your whole life is going to change very soon, guys. Okay. You're off to a fresh start because you're just releasing so much heavy weight that's been on you and so much damage, and harm that has, that people have caused or you've caused yourself. Okay. Um, I'm also hearing for some of you who are watching, if you have, if you drink a lot, you're going to stop drinking. Okay. Because it's really, you've realized that it's really not letting your mind be free. Okay. You want to be free of it. Yeah. You're definitely getting into your power. Emperor and the Queen of Wands here. Okay. So you're definitely taking action, and this is going to cause you victory, okay? Success in all your endeavors. It's everything. This is not just love, you all. I'm seeing a lot of you in career-wise. You're going to make 10 of Cups. You're going to make it. You're going to make it big, okay? And some of you are going into something that is like a healing modality. What I'm seeing, some of you maybe want to, I don't know, become a doctor or a nurse, a psychologist, a counselor. Okay, go for it. Look at that. Ace of Cups. Okay, guys, this is just getting better and better. So that's what I have for you. I think that your life is drastically changing. You might not feel it right now because you don't see what's going on behind the scenes. For those of you who are working on yourselves, you haven't seen it in a tangible way in your environment, but you will soon. Okay. You will. And that's going to even make it so much better. Okay. Some of you are going to move. Some of you are going to be required to move, is what I just heard. Okay. You're going to be required to move. And you might be scared about it, but listen to your gut. If your intuition is not clear, consult someone. But I'm getting that you're being guided with the steps, okay? You're going to see it come through. Um a lot of you will really feel this in the month of May is what I'm hearing, okay? In the month of May, May is going to be a very big month for a lot of you, okay? Yeah. Mhm. King of Pentacles. So this is somebody who has a lot of solid plans. You're going to really figure things out, I feel like, for a lot of you in May. Okay. So start working on it now, because um you're going to manifest what you want. Okay. Work on your manifestation. The most important thing is work on your belief thoughts and uh patterns you're breaking from when you grew up. Okay. And don't listen to people don't listen to the naysayers. Okay. My pleasure, Stephen. As always, you're welcome. Don't listen to the naysayers. Okay. Don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do. Just don't tell them. If listen, this is what I say. If I know that people are going to be discouraging, okay, because a lot of us have grown up and lived with no cheerleaders around us, right? Nobody encouraging us or encouraging our dreams, okay? Um, and if you're that person that is watching and nobody encourages your dreams or your desires, or everybody thinks whatever you say is crazy or it's ridiculous or that's impossible, like, get away from those people, or don't tell them. If you can't get away from them, don't tell them, okay? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, those are the miserable people, Stephen. Yeah. So that's what I want to say. Just don't tell people what you want, what you're doing, what your plans are, if they're not just encouraging, okay? Some of us don't have those people. When I talk to some people, they're like, "Oh, my mom encouraged me to do this and my friends are so encouraging, whatever." I'm like, "That's great." Because a lot of people don't have those people. You have to be your own cheerleader. Like, that's how I am. I'm my own cheerleader, and spirit is also my cheerleader. Thank you. My spirit team are my cheerleaders, okay? So, yeah, guys. Your life is going to completely change. I promise you that. Stay strong. Don't let anybody make you feel less than, okay? Because you're going through like a shift of confidence. Your self-esteem is like, I see spirit for a lot of you are like lifting you up, like, hey, get a hold of yourself, like that, you know? So if you feel that, if you feel like this energy going through you, okay, that's like spirit infusing you with energy. And a lot of you will also like, it'll come into your mind like claircognizance. It'll come into your mind, and all of a sudden you're gonna feel like brave, or it's like this mojo-ness is gonna come in you, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta do this. Like, who is this person? Okay, that's the real you all. Like I said, okay. So thank you for joining me today. If you like the video, I really appreciate it. Like the video if you resonated and you enjoyed the messages today. Share it with somebody who could be helped with these messages, you all. Yeah. And I wish you all the best, and I will see you all soon. I might do zodiac signs a little differently next week. With the Aries starting, yeah, next week. So, also, I'm doing relationship videos, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys like those videos. And if you find them helpful, let me know in the comments, because um, I'm shifting to another kind of videos. Okay. I just want to create more things that are helpful for people. So make sure that you like them. And thank you for all your support, and you share them with people who you think would help them. Okay. Hopefully I'll get better lighting next time around. Um, yeah. All right, you all have a good, lovely weekend. Stay safe, and many blessings to all of you. Peace out.